Okay, and all the audio's going through. Microphone didn't cut out today. Perfect. Okay. So, welcome back, guys. We got ourselves another patch to look over. Thankfully, it doesn't look like they did any real crazy, like, last-minute additions or anything like that for alterations, so this should be a relatively straightforward stream. Thank God. So many items. So many items. Okay. So, as always, we're going to just go through the cycle. We're going to look at the welfare, gacha, and then look at the alteration stuff. Start from the top, I guess. Red Pirate Coin. Alright. Big Nagina 2. Hey, come on. Oi. Aesthetically, I do actually like the appearance of the suit. I think it definitely has like that tint of red I really like. So, but yeah. And plus 90 gift box. Man, I want to empty my gift box, but I physically can't. It's all capital and I have nothing left to spend on. Kills me. Okay, so something's telling me we're going to see another stream this week from you. Well, I don't know about a stream, but I know I am going to be uploading a video sometime tomorrow because the Fate Grand Order patch is dropping and I'm rolling on the gacha a little bit. So I'm definitely going to be uploading a video of that tomorrow at some point. So, anyways, let's actually do the suit here. Big Nagina 2. Stat distribution wise, it doesn't look that bad. 2399 shot attack on a welfare is pretty good base, you know, 2400. With carryover, a little, it's like what, 260-ish or whatever? No, last 240-ish. So you're looking at about like 2600-ish, yeah, 2600 shot attack. For a welfare head, that's really not that bad. There's good juice behind that. While force space close shot attack raised, that only affects your neutrals, again from what I know, and that means when you're very close to the enemy and you shoot. It'll mostly benefit the submachine gun type weapons, so not really beam rifles or whatnot. You'll still get the 14%, but SMGs get the biggest boost at close range. Force space and mid range. There's a lot of force space tags recently. It's like what? 6 suits in the last month or something that have had force space? Like, holy smokes. Anyways, mid-range. I like the mid-range tag. It's not the most common thing in the world, so it's nice to have another source of it. But yeah, force space, just too many of that. Too much. Oh yeah, right, Chinese New Year. That's right, guys, I completely forgot about that. When one ally shot down, shooting power boosted. Okay, so that's actually really interesting. I think this is the first implementation of when one ally shot down as a trigger. It's a really nice result, being able to give you shooting power, and it's very easy to max, but the one ally shot down heavily restricts its usage, because, yeah, like it might be useful in like multi-mission, because people can respawn. It's gonna be pretty useful in there, have somebody just throw themselves in to intentionally die, I guess, but yeah, arena, that's kind of gambling that somebody dies before you get your boost on your main suit, right? It's not going to work on 1v1s. That's interesting. Yeah. I like that they're adding new triggers and it looks like they're kind of experimenting with things. I just... Okay. Anyways, stat distribution wise, you're looking at like just under 400 carryover. So you're looking at like 800-ish melee and shot attack. Not that bad for a welfare torso. Definitely not the best we've seen from welfare showings, but still pretty good. So like, okay. Force space and mid range again. So interesting tag. Don't like the force space one that much. We've seen too much of it recently. The trait just not really It's cool because it's new and different, but it's not the most amazing thing because it has a very limited use. It's very niche case, and the stats are like, okay, you know. Arms, what do we got here? With Lance category, melee power boosted. Alright, cool, and it's integrated. I recommend picking up a copy of this and getting it to EX10, because, hey, you never know when you're going to put a Lance in your hands, and here's a free damage boost, if you don't already have something better. Stat-wise. Okay, 26, a third of that, that's like, what, 8-ish? 8 change, 8? Yeah, 8. We'll just say 8. So we're carrying over about 3,900 melee attack and 1,200 shot. For welfare arms, that's actually pretty substantial. It is an integrated part, however. So just to remind everyone with integrated parts, although you do get to save out quite a bit with your marks, as you only have to worry about 1 slot versus 2 slots, right? Arms and shield. You're pretty much throwing away a free trait or EX skill, because with these, typically you don't get to back slot back into the shield too. Now you are able to use these in a back slot, so if you have normal arms, last I checked, you can put integrated arms in there and use their traits, so you can still get access to the shield, so perhaps you want to do that. But as a front piece, it's going to have limited use. Numbers are nice though. I like the trait, again, in case you have a lance and nothing better to put into the arm slot, because there's a lot of good stuff you can put in arm and shield. And traits, close combat force space. Close combat's an interesting switch up from mid-range. All this is just force space though. Legs, what do we got? Oh wow, a whole bunch of tweets just went out. Wowee. Well, I guess I know what I'm doing after this stream. Well, not after the stream, but after I've done the normal stream content, is looking over all those tweets. So, oh, give me a sec. Okay. Back to this. So, the Vignagina legs. A pierce D. Of course it has D power. Why wouldn't it have D power? Okay, well, force space, mid-range. Oh, those? Don't worry about those doors. There's nothing behind them. Well, I guess that's not completely true, but nothing important. Anyways, AD. Yeah, so the EX skill is pretty much useless in its current form with D power. Yeah. Stat-wise, you're looking at about 350-ish. Yeah, about 350-ish carryover. So 800 melee, 800 shot. That's not terrible. Again, it's not as good as we've had in the past stat-wise for welfare, but it's still respectable enough for numbers. Force space, mid-range again. Mid-range, very interesting tag to see. Still not a fan of force space, no matter how many parts the suit has with it. It's okay. I don't like the EX skill whatsoever, though. Okay, backpack, beam flag. Alright, raise a flag made from beams to draw the enemy focus. That's an interesting way to implement that. 24% shot attack raise, and okay. It's actually like a really interesting piece. Like if you put that onto a support suit in like arena or something, you get a shot attack boost, defense boost, and this thing draws fire. Okay, that sounds neat. That's actually pretty okay. So we have a really neat aggro EX skill. Cool. The numbers are not the best, but not bad. And you know, the word tags are word tags. You know, the things that are on there, close combat and force space again. Alright, Shot Lancer. With machine gun category equipped, enemy melee power reduced. It's not too difficult to find machine gun weapons these days, whether in the 1-star pools or otherwise, so alright, getting a melee power reduction on the enemy is always helpful. Yeah, the numbers aren't impressive. Force-based close combat. So it just kind of has a interesting support trait, I think is really the only thing I'm taking from that weapon. It raises your squad stats, but it's an awakening. Isn't that a first? Potentially, there are so many awakenings in this game now. I'm not even sure. It may be unique. It's very interesting though. Like the backpack is cool. I would say the arms and the backpack so far, the two parts I'd kind of prioritize for this machine. So I don't know if I'd say the suit is support, but out of all the parts, the only two that really caught my eye are both support types. So make of that what you will. When C power's over 100k, special shot crit rate. I don't like the crit rate boosters personally. I don't find them that useful, and it's very easy to get over 100,000 C power. So okay. Stout wise, a lot like the Lancer, it's really nothing that amazing. Okay. And aha, it does have a machine gun. Okay. Well, I guess it makes sense. It is integrated into the weapons, so. Stats, yeah, nothing amazing. Flat shooting damage boost, okay, nope. And okay. Yeah, no, this is just not, like, get it for the collection, but that's pretty much it, frankly, like. Alright, interesting suit. But yeah, I'd recommend the arms and the back. The back is really neat, an awakening that gives you buffs and acts as a taunt, and the arms, which are integrated, and yeah, have an interesting trait on them. So, neat. Okay. So we have, good. Yes, technique. As you can see, I'm running low on technique chips. It's kind of, yeah. So, technique attribute, close combat, Zaku, ace exclusive, amphibious, and 4 urban. You can never have enough close combat and ace exclusives, or commanders, or pro tag. Yeah. So, cool. I like the spread. Yeah, I'm very low on close combat. You're right. You're right. Okay. So, that out of the way, let's set up them gacha suits. Now, I can't really, this is a festival week, right? Yeah, great. So I'm gonna have to hit up the alterations for these. Dang it. Alright, we'll start with the Gundam X Mao, because, yeah, I'm really interested to see what they decided to do with this suit. Weird they don't make integrated shot melee weapons. I have a weird feeling that it's something like programming wise where they only have the body parts as integrated, not weapons. And it may just purely be due to animation stuff, so, but I don't know. Alright, so the Gundam X Mao. When attacking with beam, EX skill power boost. Alright, that's solid, no complaints. High firepower Gundam type. Okay. Those are both very nice supplementals for shot, and high firepower is nice for melee. So cool. And Gundam type and high firepower both are active trigger tags, so no problem there. Stat wise, what the heck? Okay. You're looking at 4,500 shot attack and about 1,300 melee. Actually, more than 1,400 melee. That's interesting. Like, the stat spread isn't crazy high considering the type of part that it is. It's not bad. Yeah. Like, it's okay. It just doesn't really have that like super high ceiling that we'd expect from a shot head, especially a limited one, so. Have you tried using Yeet Shield followed by 00 Sky back? I never got the 00 Sky back, so that's a no. Okay. So yeah, the head's okay. It's nothing amazing stat-wise. It has a really solid trait, but it's not rare by any means. Tons of parts have the, when attacking with beam, shot, whatever, you get an EX boost. So it's not unique by any means. It's cool, but yeah, stats really don't make it shine or anything. So it's, if you get it, cool. but like, you can live without it. It's nothing amazingly unique, except I guess appearance, you know, because it's a one-of-a-kind suit. Sort of. Alright, wow! That is a D power. Yeah, nope. You'll probably get upgraded though with your alteration, so we'll take another look at you then. There you go. Now these are some nice stats for a torso. So we're getting what? That's 1900 melee attack and like 2100 shot. Those are solid numbers. I'm a fan of that. Don't like the EX skill at all, but I like the numbers. High firepower Gundam type, just like I said with the head. Definitely usable word tags. Torso's pretty nice. Okay. After 10 seconds pass, reduce cooldown by 50% once. It's better than after, 20 seconds pass, but not being able to have instant cooldown reduction or something, it's not bad. It's definitely something you can work in and, convenient. But yeah, numbers-wise, so about 4700 melee attack, which is actually decent. Okay, not jaw-dropping, but definitely decent. Definitely decent. Shot attack, like, it's okay. Break 1600, but yeah, the arms aren't bad number-wise. Again, much like the head, nothing amazing. So, legs. With technique attribute, EX skill power boosted. Very easy to get technique. EX skill power boost, also very nice. Numerically, you're looking at about 2k melee attack, 1300 shot attack. For legs, yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, do some nice legs. High firepower, long range. Alright, long range is very nice for shooters because it gives you the shot attack and shot defense boost. So that's that rounds up that very nice like 1.6, 1.7% extra stats for you. But yeah, I got no complaints number wise. The traits definitely nice. Technique, and you get some nice tags to work with. No real complaints about the legs. So legs and torso so far, pretty okay. I just don't like the torso's EX skill. It kind of feels like a colossal waste, but numerically it's very good. Or torso. Backpack. Oh, Mao sword. Alright, cool. So I'm guessing then the gun has the satellite cannon on it, unless you just skipped it. Brutally swipe with your solar and blah 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 Mao sword. Raise melee and shot attack your squad by... Okay, so we have a non-cutscene EX skill, raises your melee and shot attack, B plus power. It's going to be an animation lock, so this purely, much like the 00 Sky Back, purely boils down to, what does the animation look like? If the animation looks solid, no complaints. Long range, high firepower again. Yeah, just like I said before, no problems. Is my phone charged? Yeah, it's pretty much charged. Cool. Plug that then. That way I have more freedom with how I lean on my desk. Haha. Alright, so yeah. Numerically, 2400 melee, 1400 shot. It's not bad. I don't know, good melee on the backpack. The shot, nothing amazing compared to what we already have in like the Sokai Unlimited pools, but it's good. It's good for a backpack, yeah. So nice tags, potentially a nice EX skill, good numbers. Okay. And the sword, well, high firepower, melee boosted. All right. That's definitely a usable tag, or a setup, I guess. Trait? Usable trait, there we go. Anyways, high firepower does work on melee and shot builds as it gives you the 5% boost for both. It's not ideal for those that want to min-max as, the loss of the 5% melee or shot defense, whatever. Again, like 1.6, 1.7, big whoop-de-doo. Some people really care about that, though. So very functional, easy to access trait. High firepower, long range, melee attack. Alright, naturally breaks 10k, so this has got some promise on it, but it really doesn't bring much other stats to the table. So, alright, no real complaints about the sword. Alright, and lastly, the Shield Buster Rifle. Wow! They just looked at the satellite cannon and was like, yeah, no, you're not getting this today. Alright. That's a mood. When one enemy shot down, reduce cooldown by 50% once. I feel like we've already talked about this. We're going to keep going. Numerically, almost breaks 10k. We do have better options available in the limited pool that actually has a useful trait or EX skill, has the numbers behind it that easily break 10k. Word tags are functional. High firepower Gundam type. You could use that for a good amount of stuff. Lots of good trigger ones there and just decent usage. But yeah, the numbers aren't terribly amazing. Part trait, not bad. Not the best. Pretty cool. Yeah. And somehow the Mao just did not get a satellite cannon. Okie dokie. Second anniversary creep coming. Well, we'll find out. Alright, Narrative Gundam C-Pack. When armor is 60% or more, shooting power boost. Easy to keep your armor above 60%, healthy shooting power boost. Much like the head though on the Mao, it's not unique to this part. That is available on many other parts, so hopefully the word tags and stats can make up for it. Gundam type Federation. Federation is definitely not the most common tag on higher end suits. I approve. And Gundam type is definitely usable for a lot of different things. Now, as we do have access to two 10% boosting tags on shot machines, namely Commander and Ace exclusive, you only have room for one extra shot attack tag. Unless you want to, you know, kind of throw away one of the 10% boosts, which would be absolute insanity. Federation is the best one for that, at least that I know of, that's easily accessible. Well, there's heavy armor too, but that's not really, not the best pool of parts. Anyways, cool. Nice trait, nice word tags, especially ones that aren't terribly common. Numerically, however, it does do better, as it does have a much higher shot defense base. It does push up 4,800, 4,900. But yeah, pretty much the same as the Mao head, I think, numerically. Not much different, frankly. So, actually, I think the Mao head has even slightly more shot than this. I don't think its defense stats were as high. Nice trait, nice tags. Stats definitely reflect the fact that it's a limited part, but it's not like jaw-dropping or anything. Torso! Hey, we got a Psycho Frame Awakening! Who could have foreseen this? Not me, not you, definitely nobody in the audience foresaw this. Who could have foreseen this tragedy? Alright, use the Resonation Psycho Frame, blah 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 blah. So you get a melee defense boost, you get a physical and beam resist boost, and you resist flinching. Okay, it's a purely defensive one. It's definitely unique in that sense, for what it is. Obviously, it's not like the ideal thing you'd want to put on a primary offensive suit, but for something that if you got in the future and put it on a support suit, hey man, like you're cooking with fire. This is some good stuff. But yeah, outside of that, it's cool. It looks nice. More or less unique in what it does. Okay. Gundam type Federation, numerically, oh, that's actually not bad. Ooh, that's a lot of shot, breaking 2k. Because you're looking at like 800-ish, you're looking at like 2300 shot attack and like 1900 melee. For torso, he flies pretty good. But yeah. So numerically, I don't have much of a problem. EX skill, like it's not an offensive one, but in a defensive sense, it's pretty cool. And the tags are definitely usable. So no real complaints about the torso. pretty sure narrative didn't have NTD. The C-Pack, or the narrative Gundam, it did actually have NTD in it. So the C-Pack just added more Psycho Frame, and yeah, but it did actually have NTD. I even brought that up, I think, during the video I did a couple of days ago, that it had an NTD system. Maybe I forgot to mention that, but it was definitely in my notes. Anyways, back to this. A+ Pierce C Power. Ooh, a cutscene. Summon the Unicorn Phoenix. Squad recovers and you raise your shot attack. That's pretty cool, actually. Like, even though it's only C power, this is gonna get an upgrade with its alteration. That's pretty cool. Like, you gotta remember, I didn't mention this in the video I did, but I think the one time, because I don't know if the narrative Gundam ever really, like, fielded beyond its Capture the Phoenix mission and the later mission it had where it was hunting. What was it fighting again? It's slipping my mind now. Anyways, it did team up with the Phoenix at one point. So that's what this is referencing, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool. Gundam type, high firepower. Numerically, what are we looking at here? So, really no difference in the melee attack. 4,300 melee attack, and then you're looking at like 2,200 shot. For a pair of arms, that is a lot of shot attack. Yeah, the Neo Zeong too. That's right, the Neo Zeong. Zong? Whatever. Anyways, what are we looking at here stat-wise? Yeah. So overall, the stats are pretty good. Word tags, again, much like the rest of the suit, you can definitely use them for a ton of different stuff. EX skill, in its current form, it sounds really cool, and it gives you some great buffs, but it's not going to hit that hard. I really hope it gets fixed with the Awakening alteration. There we go. My brain is clearly just frazzled right now. Okay. The legs. While high firepower, EX skill power boosted. It's really easy to get high firepower, and the EX skill power boost is always nice to see. But like I've said before, this isn't really unique anymore, but it just adds like another kind of flavor, I guess, to it. So if you like these legs a lot more aesthetically, it gives you kind of like another option as a source for it. Or if maybe you don't have the other options, whichever or. Numerically, you're looking at about 1,700 shot attack and about, what, 1,500 melee? For a pair of legs, much like the rest of it, the numbers are really good. Numerically, I think this suit has the Mao just kind of beat out in general. Like, the Mao torso is good, and it's definitely good. Which is overall, the narrative just seems to have a much better stat distribution. Okay, so word tags are workable. The traits definitely, like, just, it's a solid one. You're not really going to lose out. Who just pinged me? Do I want to know? No, I really don't want to know. Okay. As they say, them some nice legs. Backpack, double Saber rush. Okay, we've seen this like 100 times. It is not a good EX skill. Moving right along. Okay, so numerically, what are we looking at here? 6, so 1,800 shot attack and about 1,700 melee. Again, backpack, those are good numbers. Not the best, but they good. EX skill, pretty much a write-off. Tags, workable. Alright, Beam Saber. Alright, how's your slicing action? Do we need to buy a Slap Chop? With speed attribute, EX skill cooldown reduced by 20%. Solid. Solid. I like it. Gives us some option. Numerically, almost breaks 10k. Not much of an issue there. Has that token shot attack. Gundam type high fire. I don't really have any complaints about this sword. It's a healthy beam sword. Can be used in a lot of different setups. Comfy. Beam Rifle. After 10 seconds pass, reduce cooldown. Okay, we've talked about this already twice. I think every suit that got added this pool has friggin' this trait somehow. Gundam type Federation. Okay. Numerically breaks 10k. Yep. Okay. No complaints about the beam gun. A solid little weapon. Again, not the best, but it definitely holds its own. Missiles, B plus D. Ah, you launch missiles. Alright. If they're dumb missiles, debatable. If you fire them whenever you're locked on and they home in, this could be potent. Could be. Key operative term there. The narrative is super not bad. You're right on that one. It's not, neither of these suits are great. Like, they're not, oh wow, this is like some top tier stuff. This is kind of like, yeah, they're good. Like, they're not great. They're not bad. We've definitely had really bad Sokai Unlimited stuff before. They're definitely functional parts, but I don't think I would really look at any of these parts in their current form. I haven't looked at the alterations yet. I wouldn't look at any of these parts and go, I am totally using a 5-star pick ticket on you. And that's pretty much my feeling on this one. Numerically, what are we looking at here? Carrying over about 1,000 melee attack, and you're looking at about 1,800 shot. For shield, that's not too bad. I say not too bad, because like there's better. The missiles is neat. I think it really depends on kind of what it does as an EX skill, whether or not it's going to be worth it for the shield at all. But numerically, it doesn't really leave much of an impression. And, you know, the word tags, they're word tags. They do things, last I checked. Okay, so now we're going to just hippity-hoppity over to the pilots and take a look at these two. All right, no, I want to look at the other one. All right, Moa Pharaoh, supporter. Wow, you have better stats than some 4-stars. You're still not good, but you have better stats than some 4-stars. Wear that with pride. Long shot attack raise. That only affects neutrals to my knowledge, not your EX skills or anything when fired at long distance, so yeah, not that great. Transformer force space. All right, cool. Transformer, handy tag. Gives you some flexibility. Not the best in the world, but you know, it'll activate some nice traits, and it is available on a good handful of parts, so yeah, it could be worse, I guess. And force space. No. Had enough force space for one day. Alright, Callisto's Light. Wispy to tribute. Boost funnel uptime. Do we need to have the funnel talk again? I guess I gotta have the funnel talk again in case this is somebody's first episode. I'm so sorry for everyone that's heard this a dozen times already, is tired of it. So, my biggest complaint with funnels in this game is purely that they do not do enough during their duration out. The funnels themselves typically do enough damage per shot, especially after alteration, to warrant. Now, this is only for beam funnels. Physical funnels, this doesn't apply to them because of the way the damage is calculated. But for beam funnels, it's a huge issue where, for example, the new Gundam Verka, one of the launch limited suit, and it's become available over time, you use the funnels on that suit versus the Kshatriya's funnels or the Kubilee's funnels. You'll notice very quickly that the new Verka does significantly less overall than the other two. And that's purely down to how many funnels there are, how often it shoots, and just in general how aggressive, or rather how non-aggressive funnels are in this game. As I've said multiple times, funnels would be much better if they either A, equated it out so the less funnels you have, the more shots they fire, or they set it up to just kind of, you know, make them more potent. More aggressive, I think, actually, is the best way to phrase it. Because for something like the new Verka, when it fires off its funnels, it'll do its round of shooting, couple of shots per funnel, and then kind of zip around again. The Kshatriya has like 16 funnels. They'll all do the same thing. They'll all shoot a couple of times and zip around. Difference is, you're doing like about twice the damage. The Kubilee's nice because it's alterated, has what, like 12 bits or whatever, so it actually does a significant chunk of damage. But like, it's just kind of a huge imbalance, you know, just the way that the funnels work. So I think they really need to address the beam funnels, like just how they work, instead of just alterating it and saying, oh, boost the power and call it a day, because it's really not fixing a lot, you know? Anyways, boosting funnel uptime doesn't address the core issue. Why would I want to use something that takes 50% longer when funnels already last for like 15-20 seconds, when I could just use any other EX skill and do the same amount of damage in a condensed amount of time? Okay. Commander Transformer. Wow, you actually have some solid friggin' tag selection. Guys, he has decent tag selection. They're useful. Not the best, but they're useful. Numerically, yeah, you're gonna lose out a little bit because you're kind of an all-rounder mid-shooter. So he's looking at about 2k, 2.1k melee attack, and about 2300 shot. So he does not specialize hard enough, so he's not going to be like top tier in shot. He's not going to be top tier in melee. He falls behind multiple other pilots, but he's good. You know, he's not great, he's good. So, Twitter videos are up. Yeah, thanks. I actually have the Twitter feed sitting here. That's what I keep kind of glancing over to the side to look at, because I'm setting that up for when we go to desktop. Okay. And just before we look at the Twitter videos, I do want to look at the event blueprint suits really quickly, and then we'll hop on over to the Twitter videos, and then we'll go look at alterations with brand new eyes. Oh, the Endless Waltz Tall Goose, huh? Cool. I don't remember anything from the suit really being terribly amazing. Zephyronthes. I also don't remember anything from you being terribly amazing. And the Gujin Rebake. Well, hey, your shield's pretty friggin' dope. So this is what's known as the Yeet Shield. If anyone doesn't have this shield, I highly recommend picking this up. That Yeet Shield, though. Yes, I will go over the new update, Sukiya, but I need to finish everything else in the video first. Okay, and then we have the Age, Sword Strike, Rising. Yeah, that's all from before. Okay. Alright. So yeah, Yeet Shield. Good stuff. Okay. So now we're gonna go look at those Twitter videos, and then we will pop on over to Alteration and start doing that, I guess. First thing I need to do here. There's the link. I don't want to deafen everybody, jeez. I wish Twitter would stop auto-playing videos. It's actually driving me up the wall. But I have no power to stop it. It does what it wants. Excellent. I can't claim my supply stash gold. It's all capital all the way down. Okay, so first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna mute game audio, because I know if I don't, these Twitter videos are gonna deafen people. Anyways, so we'll start with the C-Packs, as that's what I have up in front of me. Alright, C-Packs, show us the love. How's the missile? Okay, so it just fires them right in front of you. Those look like they had good speed, too. Okay, no one cares about this EX skill. It's just, ugh. Alright, the Awakening at least has like a semi-unique animation. Interesting. Okay. So the Missile EX actually looks pretty solid for what it is. Like, it just fires a bunch of missiles super quick right in front of you. And it goes to A- when fully upgraded. I have no complaints about that. The numbers on the shield aren't the best. That EX skill's pretty solid. Gotta admit, it's pretty solid. Okay. And in GBM, And that was the... Oh, wait. Was that the C-Packs? No, you're Mao. Alright. So now I'll watch the Mao. Hold on. Back a second. So it fires what? 6 times each hit, 2k on the stat distribution for this suit. Probably has shot. That's not that bad. 6 shots can do a lot of damage depending on your shot attack. Okay. I still think it's going to be outclassed by other stuff, but... Alright, there's the Mao sword. Okay, before we go, how far were you when he activated that? Let's go back here. Okay, so it actually locks everyone into an animation for that one. So that's a lot like the 00 Sky backpack, where it puts everyone into a cutscene to do it. And because that's such a low cooldown with A power after alteration, that's pretty much the Sky backpack with a different set of buffs. That's all this is. I will say, that was a cool animation, though. I liked what that did, so... I'm sad they didn't give it, like, a nice satellite cannon. I can live with that. I can definitely live with that. Alright, let's go back to GBGW. Now that we know what we're cooking with. And while I'm got everything all configured like this, let me just open up the new stuff so I don't forget. Blah, 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 blah. Voting period, Valentine ballot. Ah, there's the 2.3 update. Okay. So, we're going to get back to what we were doing in the alteration section with game audio turned back on. Okay, okay. Man, trying to catch up to chat. Oh boy. Saving their memes for the DX alteration. But the DX alteration isn't going to add new cutscenes. They're going to reuse the animations. So maybe it's for another variant of the X we haven't seen yet. I don't think there is any variant of the X we haven't seen yet, though. So that's kind of a moot. Wait, check the official website's 2.3 update has pictures. Pictures of what? I already said. I'm going to check it out after I'm done everything else. If I get distracted on there, I'm probably going to forget to come back. So, we have the narrative. Whoa, 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 whoa. What? X-Mao, Dragon. Oh, man. This is interesting. This is another repeat, right? Yeah, this is another repeat. I recognize these. Yeah, everyone tries to just kind of rush me, so just relax, guys. Slow down. And stop trying to post spoiler stuff in the chat about stuff I haven't talked about yet, if you could. I'm not going to really throw a fit about it, because I get people just want to gush about it, but, like, slow down. Y'all in such a rush. The G Falcon DX. Never heard of it before in my life. Anyways, back to this. Okay, numerically it's not bad. It's got its boost. So, as I do with most alterations, I'm pretty much gonna like ignore the stat distribution changes because it's all still based off its original self. And I'm just gonna mainly look at traits and EX skill changes because that's gonna be the most impactful, frankly. When you're alterating, it's a lot like adding marks. You kind of know what you're going to get based on the original values of the machine. There's very, very rare cases where that's not what happens, but yeah, saves me a ton of time, and you guys have to listen to me look at numbers and go, haha, wow, they went up. Okay, So shooting power boost and arm parts EX skill power boost. There's a lot of really nice EX skills on arms. I'm not sure about for shot machines though. That's kinda... There's options available for sure, but there's not a ton of amazing shot EX options. So there's definitely some though. But I do like the trait edition. At least it's a solid edition, you know? It's not garbage. Alright, and Cycle Frame boost. What's the total? Defense, wow, yeah, that's a meaty boost to your defense values. Outside of that though, meh. Really just got very defensive. Full turtle mode. Okay, I did EX10 it, cool. A plus A, yeah. Alright. No real complaints here. You get a 39% shot attack boost, which is the second strongest. Strongest being, I think no. 49 is still the strongest for shot. Melee is the one that went over 50% recently, that's right. Okay. Yeah, no, it's a solid little EX. Doesn't go to S rank, but it's gonna hit friggin' hard. Wall high firepower, EX skill power boost, and middle shooter jump, EX skill power boost. Very easy to meet the requirements for both of these. And, yeah, for a shooter, this is quite nice. Quite nice. Okay. Backpack. What do we got on the backpack? Oh yeah, right, the double saber rush. Bye. Rush out the door. EX skill cooldown reduction, and you... Oh, okay. So, this is an interesting thing to see. So, to note, I should say, melee damage raised 10%, you're taking 10% more melee damage, you get your EX skill power boost. I find it interesting that they put that on a beam saber of all things. I just find that interesting, you know? Anyways, numerically, this is quite nice. You get an EX skill cooldown reduction and an EX skill power boost. That's a solid set of traits. And, you know, it has a little bit of shot attack too, just in case. Alright, beam rifle. Shot damage raised 10%. Okay. Oh, like, it's a solid little upgrade, much like the Saber. You get a shooting power boost for a small trade-off. Shot damage, you take more by 10%. I have no complaints about the beam saber or the beam rifle, which is kind of unique. I usually have a complaint about one or the other, so nice. Missiles, yep, A-D. It's a powerful upgrade. From what we saw in the clip, it looks like it's going to hit really hard, and it's very, very quick to actually get the missiles from point A to point B. So, nice. I wish, like, the only thing that could make it better is if it was a magazine. And that's really it. That's something else to note, is there is obviously better versions of this same type of EX skill available in the limited pool. Magazine shield shot EXs. So if you want the best, probably want to wait. If you want something that's good, here you go. All right, X Mao. So there's your EX skill power boost and recover. So I can already tell who's the favorite child here. It's not him. Alright, what about the torso? I remember somebody saying that the torso was OP when alterated. Let's see if he's right. B+, 11 magazine, crazy stats. Literally, what this entire part boils down to is whether or not the EX skill is going to actually be good or not. Right? It's a magazine. It's got that B+ power. I see no real reason to look at this and go, it's not going to be good. The only problem that people have, right, is Vulcan. We've always associated Vulcan with bad, because 9 times out of 10, it is. 1 time out of 10 is most likely something like this. So, it's got numbers. The EX skill is going to do damage. I don't, like, obviously, the crossbone welfare torso from forever ago is going to be better because it was a welfare. You could get to EX10 without having to roll gacha and invest a ton of stuff into it. But, you know, this will still work. Vulcan are bad. Vulcans that... So the way that they changed most of the crappy Vulcans, because there's two types of Vulcans. There's the Vulcans we all hate, which have D Pierce D power, and their entire purpose is to hit and now add flinch and backstab while reducing target stats. This is a different type of Vulcan, which is more of just a general magazine EX skill, which is designed to do damage. As you can see, it doesn't do any of the debuffing stuff, and it does not have D Pierce D power. It's the difference. So the torso is not bad. I don't know if I'd call it OP, but it's not bad. It's got the numbers, it's got a healthy looking EX skill. When attacking with beam, melee power boosted. So that does require that you're using a beam melee weapon, beam melee EXs, which obviously exist. It does narrow the total options you have available by a good amount, but it's still a good boost. Still not the biggest fan of the first trait, but, you know, each to their own. Back parts EX skill power boost, as well as an EX skill power boost for your technique. That's solid. I see no reason to complain. Backpack. Mouse sword goes up to A. We saw the cutscene for this, or sorry, we saw the animation for this. It is a cutscene that locks everybody up, and it has a decent range, and it's a very quick swing. I see no reason to complain about this, as it gives a healthy boost to your team. 29% melee, 19% shot attack, super low cooldown, hits hard. Has a neat animation too. The Beam Saber. When attacking with beam, melee power boost. I already talked about that. This is another solid set of boosts. If you're high firepower and using beam EX skills, bada bing, bada boom, there you go. And the Shield Buster Rifle. When attacking with beam EX, there's a lot of when attacking with beam boosts on this sucker, and a lot of EX skill power boosts too. Alright. So, I'm still, again, not the biggest fan of that first trait, but the second trait's pretty good. Okay, so yeah, the narrative Gundam arms, the EX skill looks cool. It's not S rank power, but it'll probably still do the job. The shield, again, not the best that we've seen when it comes to ranged physical shot EXs, but still good. For the X-Mao, the torso looks pretty solid, all things considered, and the backpack looks pretty dope as well. It's not as terribly silly as the 00 Skies back that we already got. That's still pretty good. Yeah, all these traits boosting just EX skill. It's kind of silly, but gonna hit hard. Anyways, so that's all the alteration stuff done, because all the other stuff's reruns. Let's see. Welfare, gacha, pilots, Twitter videos, shops, alterations. I guess it's time to read the update notes. And if I forgot anything, you guys can let me know while I'm doing my reading. And, you know, while we're looking at it. So that goes there. And that goes there. Alrighty. Version 2.3 update. We'll be adding new 1/100 scale parts into the game. Yeah, this is, by the way, this is the 2.3 update notes. I did mention that. Just in case you missed it, though. Yeah, so what the heck is this? 1/100 scale parts. So we can actually play as bigger suits now, guys. If you look, you can actually see this suit is markedly bigger than the other guys on the table. Look at that. In the real world, we'd call this fun size. All right, moving on. That's pretty cool, actually. So we're getting the original Gundam, 4th Form Barbados, Exia, Ailstrike, and Wing. Pretty much most of the launch suits are there. So some parts require special material. Oh, you alterate them to 1/100. Yo, guys, get a load of this. Okay, you may be automatically reduced. You can alter by tapping the magnifying glass mark. Automatically reduced. Alright, cool. So it automatically changes it for certain aesthetic stuff, but in battle. Okay, cool. Parameter bonuses. New scale difference will be added to parameter bonuses for subparts, allowing players to make their gunplas even stronger. Scale difference distinguishes between 1/100 and 1/144. Okay. Oh. 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 Yeah, okay. That's gonna be fun, guys. These numbers are about to get ridiculous. And there's a lot more. Yep, okay. Growth Hanger. New parts power-up feature. We're adding a function called Growth Hanger, and that lets you, yes, this is what we heard about before. This allows you to level up your traits and EX skill levels without dupes. So you can put up 3 parts in and earn XP by just logging in. You don't even have to play, just logging in. So there you go, guys. If you want to just take a break from the game for a little bit, just kind of level some stuff up to come back later, just remember to log in daily. Nice. Now, I really want to zoom this in here because I want to see exactly what we cooking with. Okay, so it looks like we get 50 experience a day. That's going to take a long time, but it's definitely viable now that it's free. Okay. Okay. Honestly, I think that's really nice, because that's giving a lot of the players that don't have the capital to roll a bunch of duplicates a solid, for sure way to level up their favorite stuff. So. Too bad it's only XP, not an actual level up. No. You need to max out your favorite traits and EX skills. It will give you experience and it will level it up, so I don't know what you meant by that one. Anyways. Yeah, XP cannot be accumulated in excess of 1 day's worth, so you can't just not log in for a few days, log in and get it all at once. It'll only pretty much fill up to maximum once per day. And it caps. Cool. Ooh. Evolved Code Phi. Blah, 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 blah. So this is story stuff. So it looks like we're going to get a new Code Phi upgrade of some kind. That's pretty neat. Ah, Mission 14. Alright, cool. There's more Code Phi locations. Oh, and you can get job gear pieces too from the Very Hard. Nice. Crew chat. There's our text input. Remember everyone, act respectfully in the crew chat. Do not use it to flame and be toxic. That is terrible behavior, you should all feel ashamed of it. I already know we all do it anyway, so whatever. Moving on. Please refrain from offensive speech or behavior. Whew. That's a tall order right there, Chief. Alright, tune-up feature. Players now be able to choose the tune-up stages. Alright, so you can just directly skip to maximum tune-up. You don't have to sit there and do it step by step. Alright, cool, I'm in. Lock function. Oh, okay, so I had actually thought about talking about this before because I was poking around my inventory and I found a bunch of stuff that wasn't locked. I wanted it locked. I was like, I don't want to sit here and manually go into like 200 parts to lock them all one by one. So this is a blessing to me. My soul, it's been saved. I love it. Cool. Okay. Oh, and they also added types of locks for sorting. Alright. Battle circuit. Oh, okay, there we go, finally. So, battle circuit, they're actually going to show us, Yeah, attribute. Now, here's my problem. The label they're using here is valid attribute. The problem is, that's not very descriptive of what this is. Valid attribute means you use this for, it should be advantaged attribute. Not valid, advantaged attribute. So then at a glance, you go, oh, I have an advantage with this attribute. Not, haha, this is valid. All attributes are valid. No! Anyways, moving on. Oh, you can also restart from failure instead of having to go all the way back through the menus. There you go. That'll make life a little easier. Exchanges blueprints and alteration dialogues. Ah, they're finally sorting things like they did. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. That's nice. They're adding the tabs like they did to the gacha. So everything will be much more convenient. Good changes. Icon display. When players receive parts or items, they have more space. Blah, 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 blah. Sent to the gift box. Alright, cool. Instead of the stupid pop-up, I guess. Also, an icon will be added for parts items received as guaranteed pull. Okay. Interesting. Oh, hey, we got the Zoc. I don't recognize this man. I've never seen him before in my life. Player level. We got 10 more levels added to our cap. Nice. Other additions. New Gunpla, blah, 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 will be released. Alright, everyone saw that coming. Ah, okay. Let's look at this campaign. So we get 10 tickets. More capital. Another 10 ticket. Another 10 ticket. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 10 tickets. Not bad. Not bad at all. And a bunch of other stuff too. Okay. Oh, hey, neat. Complete weekly achievements and get rewards. So 50 million crew points gets you, wow, that's really not a lot. 3 alteration tools, no awakening circuit. 3 missions cleared, 200k, 400k. Now is this for everyone? Yes, all players around the world. Okay. Enjoy your free stuff, you leeches, you. 10x10 tickets? Oh, did I miscount? Oh yeah. You get 2 down here. And 2 there, yeah, you're right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good call. You can count. I can't. Energy consumed. Yeah, this is nice. That's nice. And, okay. Rookie recruit login bonus. This is just new players, I'm assuming. Yeah. Ah, that's a lot of capsule tickets. Comeback login bonus. That's not that bad. You get 2 4-star pick tickets. You get a 4-star. Is that a full capsule? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Right there. Full capsule ticket. And it's not that bad, actually. Spring Friend Battle Festival. This is individual, I'm going to assume, due to the low numbers. Oh, okay. So we're getting achievements and the bingo cards back. So make sure you guys keep an eye out for that. And 100,000 among everybody. Okay, this is actually really easy. So, win 10 friend battles. Yeah, so if everyone that's like subscribed to my channel just did 10 friend battles, we'd be done. Almost. Yeah, anyways. Solid. Okay, well, honestly, I like a lot of the stuff that this update's bringing. I am so on board for this 1/100 thing. That's gonna be so cool, man. That's gonna be so cool. I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, and the growth hanger is gonna be real nice. So nice. Okay. Okay. Okay, well, with that, guys, I think we're all done, because I can't really think of anything else that has to be talked about. Let's see here. No capital boost. Yeah, they just need to add 2 zeros to our capital cap, and we're all happy campers. Alright. Perfect Strike multi-mission. That was a thing? Let me see here. W moves. Wait, why do I need to... The Perfect Strike's not new, though. We've had that multi-mission before. This is like its, what, 4th or 5th rotation now. It's not... If it was new, I would talk about it, but it's anything but new, frankly. Growth Hanger tickets. Yeah, the problem is we don't know what the Growth Hanger... Oh, did they mention what the Growth tickets are for? I didn't notice any mention of that, though. Growth Hanger... You can put up to 3 parts in there. Some of the features need to be unlocked. See the in-game notice for details. Yeah, they just talk about the ticket. They don't really bring up what it does. Let me check the announcement page, though. Oh, did they give a date? No, they still haven't given a date for this yet. I don't see one. Okay, Growth Hanger. Three parts, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, they don't say anything about what the tickets are for, so I didn't really concern myself with it, because if they don't talk about what it does, then what's the point of worrying and theorizing about it? So, we'll have to figure that out. Alright, well, with that, guys, I'm gonna wrap up and head out, because I kind of want to go to bed, because I gotta wake up early to do FGO stuff, so, yeah. Anyways, thanks for tuning in, hanging out. Like I said, I'll be uploading the FGO video sometime tomorrow. And, yeah, see you guys all whenever the next upload is. Peace out.